It's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? It's your first time tuning in. Go ahead. Hit doggone subscribe button. Hit notification bell every time I post a new content. Like these videos, comment on these videos, do something besides watch. Okay? But hey, look, second show, as you know, see, this is what happens. See, hold on. Taste the beverage. So here's the deal, people. Say it's pecan season, right? Pecans start falling off from the trees, right? And so, or I think here in the state of Arkansas, it's now duck season, rabbit season, duck season. I had to get that out the way. So in either case, right? So you go out, you know where, put it like this, you know where the ducks are going to be, you know where the pecans are going to be, right? So you go out there, say you want to make motherfucking duck stew and pecan pie for motherfucking Thanksgiving, right? So you already know where the hell to go, right? So you go get as many pecans as you can because you finna make like about 20 pecan or pecan or how the fuck you want to say it, pecan pies, right? So shout out to my lovely mother, my mother, Joanne Clayton, because even though I don't eat pecan pie, but just know, just because it's coming from her, I already know that she's gonna be top notch. So, and so then you go get some duck stew, right? And so you think you done went out, you done shot, you got you 5 ducks, right? So for the most part, okay, you did pretty good considering how big the duck is. But then once you finish duck hunting, right, you realize that you got 1 round left. And here comes the biggest duck ever. Who I gotta get it? So you shoot it, right? Now your motherfucking duck count that went from 5 to 6. Same thing with the motherfucking pecans, right? Same shit. Now instead of you making 20 pies, you can make 21. I say all that to say this, people. I just got finished doing the show. So I go back and because before I put it out, I always like to make sure that ain't no glitches, nothing before I actually really start distributing it out. Right? So I'm looking at the news feed. Well, actually I'm on Facebook. And so I saw this shit. It's one of them hip hop pages, right? And so people was like, okay, do you agree with Willie D as far as like the whole rap fatigue shit? Uh, about the whole rap fatigue shit. Like what the fact, I didn't look, I'll be the first one to tell you, right? There's a lot of shit that I actually really don't look at. I can just look at the title, I can look at what the fuck is being asked, and then I take it and run with it. And so basically all what I said was, look, this ain't the first time that rap fatigue has happened, right? Now, Willie D, right? To be perfect honest, I can put it like this. I can say that now I can actually respect him as a man. Because basically what happens is that when you're young, right? When you're young, you don't know no damn better. All with the hell you looking at it at that money, right? So you go out and you say whatever the fuck you gotta say against a group of people, whether they be male or female or just female in general. I mean, look at it. You made your living calling women bitches and hoes. And then motherfucker go out and say some shit like, okay, well, it all sounds the same. And people get burnt out. So guess what? Yeah, I fucked this bitch last night. The pussy was rotten, but I fucked the bitch just the same. Okay, that's one beat, right? And then you can say, then you can do some shit like this. And then you can say the same lyric, same shit, right? So I don't hear nothing about talking about, ooh, it's because it sounds the same. You still said, put like this, if she was a bitch in your last song, or a hoe, she sucked dick for pork chops, or whatever the fuck that you said in your damn song, right? She'd have sucked dick for pork chops and she'd have took it up the ass. Guess what? The same motherfucker or somebody else can say, oh, well, you know what? She sucked dick for pork chops. She took it up the ass, and then she let me nut in her ear. It's the same shit. So like really, let's not actually really sit up here and act like this is some brand new shit here, because it's not. And then when you act like it's just like what I said in the previous show, right? You really gotta stop and look at it. I'm like, okay, well, how did this shit come? How did this shit come into play? Who actually really started it and why? Why did it take off the way that it did? Right? Don't sit up here and holler about rap fatigue when you actually really played a significant role on how it got to where it is now. Just like I said, with Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Glorilla, whoever the fuck else is out there, right? You know, I'm just like, okay, you out there kicking your ass, what the fuck for? Whether you got a wet ass pussy or a worn out one, right? What the fuck you thinking about it for? You know, but I will tell you, I will say, it's just like I was watching one video, I cut it off, right? But I was like listening to what this one female was saying, right? You know, this new shit that's out here now, I don't listen to none of that. I'm usually listening to rap. Let let's just say from what last year, hip hop, so-called hip hop, right? Turned 50 years old. But then again, I can actually really be like, okay, I beg to differ. Let's just say that rap was rap or hip hop, whatever the fuck that you actually really want to call it, right? Let's just say that that shit was actually really born 5 years earlier with the song that Pigmeat Markham did. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. For like this. You ever go, if like this, if you haven't heard Pig Meat Markham, here come the judge. Well, as soon as you finish watching this show here, go type that up. And then you tell me when this so-called hip hop started, as far as like music goes, right? Or just hip hop in general, right? So in our case, let's actually really talk about this rap fatigue shit. So again, let's look at who's actually really out there now, right? You got Cardi B. She outside for whatever motherfucking reason, whatever the fuck. Um, Megan Thee Stallion is doing, whatever the fuck Glorilla is doing, whatever the fuck they doing. If they're out there shaking their ass, what they want, that Spice, whatever the fuck her name is, motherfuckers don't rap about shit no more, right? But who's to say that they was rapping about shit way back then? Because I will tell you who the fuck I used to listen to and who the hell I still listen to right to this day. I still listen to Public Enemy. I still listen to Boogie Down Productions. I will every once in a while throw some X Clan in there. Anybody that's gonna rap and the shit actually really makes sense. Some of the stuff I listen to Ice Cube, right? Even though he for the most part the group that he was with before he went solo, he was still on that bitches and hoes shit and all that kind of stuff. And then depending on anything, like the first couple of albums that he did, right? He was still on the bitches and hoes shit, right? Now all of a sudden, now this motherfucker want to make movies, right? So it's just for the simple fact that the rap fatigue was always there. Don't sit up here and act like this shit is brand new because it's not. And that's and and for the most part, and I'll be the first one to say it. I'm not sitting up here saying that they're saying it is brand new either. Because there's one song that Bone Thugs and Harmonies, Bugs, damn, Bone Thugs and Harmony did. We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those thugs, right? So a motherfucker be like, well, we only talk about what is surrounding us. Selective hearing. That's all what the fuck I can say, right? And and just for some fact, it was a lot of stuff even back then with NWA leading the charge. Well, actually, you had your rap, then it was just rap, and then some of it back in the day, some of it was rather conscious, right? But then when Public Enemy came around, they most definitely changed the game, right? And so for the most part, you actually really got to stop and look at it. This is like a counter. Okay, you throw a punch, then what can you do to react? So then you like, okay, well, Public Enemy and Boogie Down was out there. Then you got NWA, right? Or let's just say you got Public Enemy, Boogie Down Productions, X Clan, anybody that actually really uh, tried to say something that actually really made some sense. Then you got all of the gangster rap people, right? Whether it's Ice T, Too Short, NWA, whatever the case may be, right? It was good. You had balance. Maybe that, but then again, it's all about distribution, radio sales, what you actually really gonna push out. Because like back in the '80s, late '80s, going into the early '90s, right? I heard, and to be perfectly honest with you, I heard more. I heard more NWA, Ghetto Boys, Ice T, motherfucking Too Short. I heard that. But like this, they would play that shit more than what the fuck they would do with Public Enemy or Boogie Down Productions or X Clan. And a lot of it acts like really, and a lot of y'all know this, depending on whereabouts you are in the country, right? They gonna actually really play what the fuck they want you to play, what they think that you want to hear. So every time that the PE came out with a new CD, whatever, hell, I had to go buy it and listen to it that way. Same thing with Boogie Down, same thing with LL. You know, you actually really had to go out there and buy something that was actually really worthwhile because again, I wasn't trying to hear that bullshit all the time. Not like that, right? It was good music, but it's really not what the fuck I was actually really into back then and even now. So it's just for I listen to it now. Some of the stuff that's out there, I'm like, okay, if it sounds good, then okay, I might listen to it, right? But even back then and even now, right? You know, well, play this. It wasn't old school rap when it was actually happening, right? But it's just that rap music back then was like, okay, you know what? That sounds familiar. Let me go see where they got that from. So now it's just like, okay, I can listen to like where they got it from, right? And then I can be like, sometimes I'll do like an old versus new, on some of the music that I have, right? I ain't trying to hear nothing what the fuck Nicki Minaj, Gorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. I ain't trying to fuck where they sampled it from because 9 times out of 10 you probably fucked up the sample, right? And so for the most part, I can be like, okay, rap fatigue, okay, yeah, I got it, right? But just know this: realize that this shit, this is not this. Look, this shit is not brand new, people. And so, for the most part, I hate it when people actually really try to present it in such a way as if it was brand new. Because you didn't hear, put it like this, I was back, I grew up in hip hop's golden era. So I heard it back then, right? So this ain't brand new, people. But then again, I also look at this in fact, why the fuck y'all calling it fatigue? Who told you to put it like, who told y'all to say fatigue? Who came up with that nonsense? Just like unalive. Who came up with that nonsense? Motherfucker, he dead. Say that. I guess next. So instead of saying tired, you say fatigue, right? Instead of saying dead, you say unalive. So what's next? Y'all ain't gonna say fart no more. Y'all gonna say flagellant, right? Y'all not gonna say sex or fucking anymore. You gonna say intercourse. So when you get ready to bust a nut, you ain't finna say I'm coming. What you gonna say? Oh, I say, I think I'm about to arrive. So that's what the fuck y'all gonna do now? Just because it sounds good, don't mean that you need to motherfucking say it. Y'all done took the word nigger and replaced it with the N word, not knowing how many N words there are out there. No, being one of them. Nonsense being another one, right? So you don't say rape no more. You put it for the R word, right? I'm like, okay, so for the most part, I can be like, okay, well, what R word are you talking about? Are you talking about running? Are you talking about rice? Are you talking about a Pacific recipe? I mean, what the fuck? Where we going? Where we going with this one? Then SA. Sexual assault. Okay, all right. Was the pussy that damn good or was the dick that damn good that you just had to go tell somebody? And then whoever the fuck you told it to, they took it as sexual assault. Not to say that shit don't happen. I'll put that out there right now. I'm not saying, yeah, you get raped, you get sexually assaulted, right? Whatever the case may be, right? But call it for what the fuck it is, people. Oh, he R-word me. So what? He ran through you? Or did he run over you? Which one is? All right. Run starts with an R. So call it for what the fuck it is, people. Okay. I done say what I gotta say about that. That's my spiel, right? But I was like, yeah, like I'm scared to say the goddamn thing anymore. Say it for what the fuck it is, right? I fuck. I don't do intercourse, even though that's what the fuck it is, right? It's just like when motherfucking all the comedians have said it, right? Richard Pryor has said it. Red Fox has said it. Eddie Murphy has said it. They always ask the same question, right? Would you say, hey, come here, come fuck me, right? Or what would you rather hear, right? Ooh, come fuck me, or come intercourse me, or be like, oh, make love to me, or like fuck the shit out of me, right? Richard Pryor, same shit, right? Motherfuckers just said it, fellas, right? Do that shit to your woman if you want her. I don't want to fuck. I want to have intercourse. She gonna look at you like, oh, really? So this is what the fuck we do now? I mean, even if you could put it like this, you ain't necessarily got to say fuck, but let's just say, hey, guess what? Let's do some rather strenuous activities that's gonna cause for both of us to reach a climax. Hell damn, that sounds worse than intercourse. But it's just that I'm just like, look, say it for what the fuck it is. Baby, come fuck me. Right? Put it in my mouth. This is I don't I'm not saying this for it to happen to me. I'm just saying I'm a man, so here it is. My sweet sweet, right? And not to say for like this. Let's just say this is what we call this a scenario, right? So let's just say this. I asked my sweet sweet, right? Baby, I want some intercourse. She could be like, the fuck? Or she could be like, she gonna look at me crazy. And then even if she decided to give me some, she probably ain't, because she gonna look at me like, fuck wrong with you, right? So in either case, let's just say, so we flip script. Motherfucker be like, ooh, come fuck me like you ain't never fucked me before. Put it in my mouth. Put it in my pussy. Put it in my ass. Right? And then if you don't like it, we take this shit outside. Right? That's what the motherfucker want to hear. So he look, stop calling it motherfucking fatigue and unalive and all. Call it what the fuck y'all been calling it. Shit, you might well go ahead and okay, well, they expired. Okay, that's just as bad. If you got a fart, say it. Look, I'm finna fart. Don't say, ooh, I'm finna flagellant. Go shit. Go take a shit. Don't say bowel movement. Right? Call it for what the fuck you been calling. See, again, y'all, see there? Y'all wonder. Y'all wonder why. Crazy uncle, look. You know what? My wife just said it, right? Look, baby, you cuss this a little bit too much. And for the most part, I can be like, okay, I can, to a certain degree, I can be like, okay, you know what, baby, you right. But when I run across shit like this, Crazy Uncle got to let you have it. I have to. I gotta let y'all have it. Gotta let y'all have it. But hey, it is what it is. So, with that being said, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door across the street riding calling Paul's Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. I'm gonna holler at y'all.